I want to share a game that I've been playing for over a year now. Abiotic Factor is an open-world survival crafting game that can be played with up to 6 players. You are a researcher on your first day at the underground research facility when a containment breach occurs. All hell breaks loose, and it's up to you to use your wits and know-how to survive and escape the hellhole that this facility is about to become. This game is basically co-op Half-Life 1 with elements of a survival crafter. You can see where they got much of their inspiration, from the setting to the enemies and the locations. The introduction eases you into the facility by teaching you the controls and introducing systems like crafting, first aid, building, and electricity. You finish your tutorial and take the elevator down to your first day on the job. As you descend, you hear an announcement over the intercom. Something has gone terribly wrong. You reach your destination and discover the facility is on lockdown. You don't plan on waiting here forever, so you start wandering around. You pick up some cloth, duct tape, metal scrap, and start crawling through the vents. You meet anomalous creatures in the vents, so you do your part and help recontain them into the ground. Exiting the vent leads you to an email terminal. Nothing that important, but you do learn a crafting recipe for a knife. Might come in handy. You're guided to a stove, and you learn how to cook food. A Dr. Jaeger tells you that a pest has damaged the door controls, locking him outside. Gathering up the materials that you've collected, you build a crafting bench. You plug it in, and craft a battery required to open the door. Dr. Jaeger doesn't make it, by the way, and you barely make it out alive yourself. And from here, the game opens up. You're free to explore the offices of the facility. You loot cabinets and break furniture apart to craft better armor, a better weapon, a shield, and backpack. You can craft storage and move furniture around to make your base more cozy. After all, you may be here for a few days. Maybe a farm to grow food, a source of potable water, a stove, and a fridge as well. You'll need batteries to power your base overnight when the power shuts off, and some base defenses for when enemies approach. Some areas may be locked off and require you to solve puzzles before progressing forward. This game shows a waypoint to your main objective, something your journal will also keep track of. Often these objectives will lead you to explore new zones, fight new enemies, and unlock new items. But there's never a rush to complete these, as you're free to progress at your own pace. I'd hate to spoil all that this game has to offer, so instead I'll tell you some stories from my playthrough. The big part of cooking is making soups. There's a lot of recipes, but if you put in the wrong ingredients, you make a bad soup. So when trying out new recipes, we made a bad soup. That's no problem. Let's just throw it out. We didn't know how to throw it out. So to empty out our only cooking pot, we drank the bad soup. All 8 servings. By the second serving, we were throwing up, but there was still soup. So we kept going on the cycle of drinking the soup, only to vomit it all over the floor, and continue drinking more soup. When we finished with our cursed concoction, we were dying of dehydration, and our base was covered in vomit. Another time, we were taking this lengthy elevator ride between zones, so my friend started telling me about his experience in the Armenian Navy. Armenia, the landlocked nation with a tiny freshwater lake? This reminds me of a kid in school. When asked what he did over his summer break, he told us he went back to his home country in the Middle East, and he helped his family with the military. He moved missiles, nuclear missiles, ICBMs. He hauled them across the desert on his back, all summer long. Anyways, we knew he was full of shit. I forgot the point I was trying to make. Let's move on. For our mid to late game base, we found this nice area in the hydro plant. It had 3 floors, a single door point of entry, no natural enemy spawns nearby, close to a source of water, and an inbuilt fridge, stovetop, and a vending machine. Overall, a great place. We spent the next 60 hours with this base as our home. What we didn't know beforehand was that there was an endless faction war going on upstairs. So this is what you hear whenever you log on. Something that I really love about Abiotic Factor is that sandbox feeling. being able to solve problems and achieve your goals in different ways. Getting filtered by soldiers? Let me carry an inventory full of sentry guns and Fortnite build a kill zone before each fight. My laser weapon doesn't have enough ammo? Craft a second one. In fact, why not just carry a whole car battery to keep it charged? A lot of fun comes from messing around with your friends. My friend found these two matching photo frames that he put by his bedside. His two dads, he told me. So naturally, I had to one-up him with this photo of my two dads. Little did I know that by the end, I had a total of 9 dads. Abiotic Factor is a game that I've played on and off over the past year. In the 150 hours it took me to finish the game, I've had some great memories that always bring a smile to my face, or make me want to pull my hair out. I loved it, and I want to say thank you to everyone at Deep Field Games for bringing me this wonderful experience.